Hey y'all, it's Kris. Is it worth it? Let's find out. Okay, welcome back to my kitchen. We're definitely not cooking today. What we are going to do is look at a video that I started about 6 months ago, and we are going to show you the method of water glassing eggs so you can preserve fresh eggs for over winter. Especially if you have your own chickens and you have an abundance of eggs in the summer, this is one way to take care of that. The reason why I did it is because you can get eggs cheaper in the summer if you know somebody that has chickens that lays farm fresh eggs. So we're going to go through that process and we'll figure out, is it really worth it? Stay tuned.
We've got 15 dozen farm fresh eggs. Unwashed. They left the bloom on for me. Eggs look great. They're nice and clean. There's one that I might have to accidentally eat. Got a feather I got to pull off of one of them. Other than that, the eggs look great. No cracks that I can see. And we're going to get ready to water glass these bad boys. So stay tuned and I'll show you the next step. Alright, if you're a city girl like me, don't forget to go get distilled water because the water from your tap will not work. It's got chemicals and metals in it, and it will not work for water glassing eggs. So make sure you go get you some distilled water from your favorite distilled water store, and that way you've got clean water to use for your water glassed eggs. Okay, next on the list of items that you need, food grade clean buckets with lids. I'm gonna start, these are 2.5 gallon buckets. I'm gonna start with 3. I think it's probably gonna be too many, but I'm gonna plan on doing this again in a month. So we're gonna write the date on these, today's date, and see how many we can get in those 2.5 gallon buckets. So on to the next step. Okay, next thing you're gonna need is pure calcium hydroxide. This is food grade cal lime. And I get mine from Azure Standard. And this is what we're going to use to water glass the eggs. Now we're going to gently place all these eggs in here. And some people say that you need to store them with the pointy side down, or, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you do that. I mean, maybe if I get more in here, start getting them stacked, maybe I can do that, but I've seen people use 5 gallon buckets. I've also seen people that use 5 gallon buckets end up with scrambled eggs at the bottom. So that's why we're going to do the smaller bucket first. And then I'll bring you back and let you know how many dozen eggs I decided to stick in this first bucket. As you can see here, I put the eggs in. That's roughly 6 dozen eggs. So that's that's plenty. I'm about, let's see, I don't know, a couple inches from the top. And I tried to get them all pointy end down. So I think that's good enough because you want to make sure that you've got a space to cover the eggs with the water solution. So there they are. Now we're going to make up the solution and pour over the eggs. All right, so we're going to mix up 2 gallons of water. So we have, you can see, 8 ounces of the calcium hydroxide. Its stuff's dusty, so it's going to get everywhere, so be careful. And if you've got a kitchen scale, weigh it out. It's just better to be more accurate that way. So the ratio is 1 ounce of calcium hydroxide or pickling lime to 1 quart of clean water. So I'm going to do 2 gallons, which is 8 quarts, and so I need 8 ounces. So there's your 8 ounces. And now we're going to mix up 2 gallons of the water glassing solution. All right, we got half of that mixture and that 1 gallon of water. So we're just going to stir it up real good. And it's going to look like milk. I'll turn some lights on for you. It's going to look like milk. Don't drink it. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to chuck this in. I'm not doing that one-handed. We're going to chuck that in one of those buckets, and we'll let you know if this 1 gallon will work. That 1 gallon was absolutely perfect. So that's 1 gallon of water with 4 ounces of calcium hydroxide with 6 dozen eggs. So now we're going to put a lid on this label it with the date and what's in it, and we're going to go put it in the basement and store it for the next 18 months. Today is December 11th, 2023, and we are now going to open up our water glassed eggs that almost to the day, 6 months ago, we put in water glass and in storage down in the basement. Be quiet. All right, here we go. Okay. Kind of looks exactly like they did whenever we put them in. There's no smell. So far, they look like, yeah, they look like regular old eggs. So I guess the next thing to do is crack them open and do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so on the left here, we just have just a store-bought egg, a store-bought brown egg from, I believe we got those from Aldi. And then this came out of the water glassing. So this is one of those eggs that we got fed from the farm. So let's do this egg first. Now I anticipate the yellow being lighter on the Aldi egg just because it's not a grass-fed, grass-finished chicken egg. So there's that. Let's look at how, oh yeah. See how the white is intact and then the yolk stands up really nicely? So that's a fresh egg. Now let's look at a 6-month-old egg. And when I wash this off, you could, oh yeah, see it's runny. But there's no odor. It has lost its integrity. Of course, I didn't hit that very hard and the yolk just went all over. So you're not going to cook this egg sunny side up. But there's really nothing wrong with it. Let's put them next to each other. Okay, obviously. Now, like I said before, I think the yolk is darker because that is a grass-fed, grass-finished chicken egg. This is just a cage-free egg fed whatever they feed them. But you can see, like, the yolk, obviously the integrity's gone. And then the white is runny, but it's not, it doesn't smell, and there's nothing wrong with it. So next step, to side by side it, let's scramble them. All right, here we go. No salt, no pepper. The only thing I did use was a little bit of olive oil. And let's see. Let's try this egg. Tastes like an egg. Pretty normal. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of nervous. Tastes like an egg. Pretty normal. There's no difference. I mean, I know you saw the texture difference whenever we cracked it open, but, and then I attribute the color difference to this is a farm fresh egg and that's not. Wow. Okay, hold on, let's do this. Side by side, literal side by side. It's eggs. It's scrambled eggs. That's it. That is a 6-month-old egg. Man. This is cool. Yep. You ready for breakfast? You want some eggs? This is so cool. I just ate a 6-month-old egg. All right, so I'm going to give the dogs a couple eggs, but I went ahead and try to see if I could get one to crack and have a yolk stay together, and I got one. So I want to look at this, spin this around. Yeah, the yolks are like totally not staying together. See how flat that one is compared to the other one? That's just the age of the egg. And then the whites are still magnificently white compared to what I would think that they would be. They're white. They do have a tint, but there you go. We found one that would stay together. So yolks are still staying together on some of them, but so far 2 out of 3. Yolk did not. The integrity of the yolk's gone. Still tastes like an egg.
All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that process. From my perspective, I think it's worth it because they're going to sell their eggs. People that raise chickens are going to sell their eggs cheaper in the summer because they have an abundance versus in the winter. So I invested in 360 eggs and put them in the basement, and now we are enjoying them. So whenever I go to the grocery store, eggs is not on my list. So is it worth it to me? Yeah. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying the process and being able to eat those farm fresh eggs. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Bye, y'all.